Yes, Mad Stork 83 back. You want to catch me on X, Mad Stork 83, YouTube, Mad Stork 83. Come join the fun, all right? What we usually do, because I pick on JFK Show Off all the time because he deserves it, but we're going to take a break from him today. We're going to take a little break from JFK Show Off. And who we're going to talk about is Mike Crawford from Young Jerks. Mike Crawford had the interview of the year so far. Afroman just won in court, and Crawford has him on his show. Crawford blows the interview. First of all, Crawford's not even up to speed on what happened with Afroman. Now, he said that he covered the trial. Now, he might have, but what he did is he just let the trial play on his channel. So then he picked up some, revenue from that. But he never watched it. He had nothing. He has not prepared one bit for Afroman. He was not prepared at all for Afroman. He didn't know what to ask him. He acted like a little fanboy, and it was horrible. Now, I have a little bit of experience, okay? Just a little bit, not much, but I do have a little experience in interviewing stars. Okay, it's not rap stars, although I have met some rap stars. Met some really big rock stars. Met some really big country stars. And I interviewed some really big country stars. How about this lady? One name says it all. Reba. Up in the right-hand corner. Yes, Reba. How about this legend? Hank Williams Jr. back in the day. Right? Here's another legend. Rest in peace, though. Toby Keith. Vince Gill. Playing now with the Eagles, playing guitar and singing with the Eagles. Had an unbelievable career, country music, writing and everything. A monster on the guitar. And how about this guy? Right here. Look at this guy in the right-hand corner. That's Blake Shelton. Do you know how far Blake Shelton and I go back? Watch this. We go way back. Way back. Back when he was wearing the hat, the white hat, the black hat. That's how far back we go. We go back to basically the beginning of his career. And what do you think they would have acted like? The stars that I've interviewed. This is just a handful. I mean, you can go all the country stars, George Strait, Jason Aldean, all of them, basically. What do you think they would have looked at me if I would have handled an interview like Mike Crawford did? The Young Jerks and No Money Making Mike Crawford.
I'm funny. It's because I was just texting again. I was just checking the text and all that. Looks like
funny.
It's going to happen tonight.
You notice what he said there? He goes, I was just texting. He wanted you to believe, the people that were watching, that he was texting Afroman. Now, he's not texting Afroman, all right? He's texting somebody that's associated with Afroman, who he set the interview up with. There probably was a contact. Mike found it probably through Howie Carr or somebody. And so he was texting that person. But he made you believe there for a second that he was texting Afroman personally. He wasn't. See, this is where Mike Fraud Crawford gets himself in trouble because he's a fraud. He's just a fraud. He lies to his listeners. Unbelievable.
I'm excited. I'm still caught up from the last few days. We've had a crazy week this week on the Young Jerks. We've been covering Afroman, Kelsey Fitzsimmons.
Oh, yeah. He's been doing so much. You know, he says his channel's alive and well. It's not. He had the biggest name of the day, Afroman. The biggest. He could have made so much money on this if he'd have just came into the interview prepared and not acting like a fanboy. He acted like a high schooler in this. And the best thing about it, he's sitting there talking about smoking dope and all this kind of stuff, and he didn't even smoke dope with him or nothing. Virtually. He could have sat there and lit one up with him. Nope. Not Crawford.
Had some great guests, Nan Gallagher, attorney Nan Gallagher.
Yeah, he's always, we had some great guests, Nan Gallagher. Like everybody wants to see Nan Gallagher. Come on, Crawford.
Kicked off the week. She was phenomenal. And then we had Judge Carol Erskine on last night. That was a great show. We've been covering this Afro-Man trial.
Now, again, he covered the Afro-Man trial by putting it on his channel and letting it go. Okay? That's what happened. He did not cover the trial where he actually added things to the trial like Melanie Little does. Attorney Melanie Little should have had this interview because she would have knocked it out of the park. Completely knocked it out of the park because she knew the trial back and forth. Mike Crawford doesn't even know what happened in the trial other than he read in a paragraph before this interview. So unprepared, so unprofessional. That's your boy, Mike Crawford.
Which has been so much fun. It's bringing me back to my roots in cannabis. Got cannabis.
Brings him back to his roots in cannabis. You know, that's another thing. He said, oh, I booked the music for cannabis, whatever festival and all this kind of stuff out in Massachusetts. I asked him about that. Who did you book? He gave me a couple of people. I didn't even know him, you know, and he always talks about, 50 cents and blah, blah, blah. And he doesn't have any of that. He tries to put himself on a level that he's not. On everything he does, he tries to put himself up here. And he's not. He's down here. He's fighting for bits and pieces. But now he gets Afro-Man, the hottest name in news, the hottest name in First Amendment winning. And he blows it. Mike, you blew it completely.
Music. And the new thing that I've, been going on the last couple of years, true crime. So it's just bringing all those things together, and police accountability and getting sued for defamation. And I got my weed.
Mike, you and your sued for defamation. You wouldn't even know what would happen to you if you actually got sued. You would be crying every night for money to get you out of it.
I got all my joints ready tonight.
He's got all his joints. You see this? He's got all of his joints ready, but he never touches them while Afro-Man's on. You'll see.
I'm ready. I'm fully ready. I am all ready. I think you guys are ready too. Look at this. I'm hearing from everybody. Everybody from my life from the last 25 years has hit me up tonight about Afro-Man. This is Karma on Twitter. She said she's making syrup right now for her lemon pound cake, icing inspired by OGA Afro-Man.
This is how prepared this guy is. Do you understand this, people? And you're giving him money and you're giving him views. This is how prepared he is. He said OGA Afro-Man. No, it's OG Afro-Man. OG Afro-Man. This is how prepared this guy is. He never seen this before. He should have been looking, if he was going to use this, he should have looked at it before he went on. It's OG Afro-Man, not OGA Afro-Man.
OG Afro-Man, his song in court in his interview with Money Mike and Mike tonight. The young
money losing Mike tonight. Yeah, that's all you got to call him. Losing Money Mike. That's what he is. Losing Money Mike. And he should be losing viewers, more viewers, because he's the most unprepared person on YouTube. The guy is just horrible, people. Come on. He's been doing this long enough. He knows better. He knows better that he should be prepared. It's horrible.
Jerks, go Mike. Look at that. People are making lemon pound cake tonight for this. They're excited. I'm excited.
Oh, yeah, we know you're...
But let me just read the message because we're still waiting.
Oh, see,
what's going on.
This is good, too. Let me read the message that I got from Afro-Man. No, he didn't get this from Afro-Man. He got it from a representative of Afro-Man, all right? But he's making himself sound bigger than what he is. And see, the other thing,
that out,
the other thing about Mike Crawford, and this is kind of a pet peeve of mine with Mike. Now, when I interviewed all the people that I showed you here in the beginning, like Toby Keith and Reba, I actually had their number that I needed to call, and I talked to them. But not old Mike, he's talking to some representative, but he's making it sound like, I got it. Don't worry about me. I got this.
I've got lots of video we could play,
Oh, here we
but
go.
I'm just testing. I just want to make sure that I sent the right link. That's the big thing. That's always
That's
the
the
big
thing.
thing when you're rushing and things are like last minute and you're trying to make sure it's right. Yeah, it's right. Okay, cool. I did send the right link to them.
Mike cannot stay focused. It's not because of his weed intake. It's not that. It's because he's so afraid of what the chat is saying. He's got to quit looking at the chat when he's doing an interview and when he's doing his show. Just quit looking at the chat because the chat don't mean anything, Mike. What you need to do is focus on your show. But he's already checking out that chat. He's already trying to figure out what they're saying because he wants to find out if people are getting on to him about, he knows nothing.
They'll let me remove myself from the. It's funny, but we're still doing the production, hoping to get Afro Man on tonight. Expecting Afro Man.
You notice that? We're still doing the production. What are you doing? You're waiting for him to get up on YouTube on your StreamYard. That's all you're waiting for. There's no production to it. The guy clicks a link with your mouse. You click the link and you go into StreamYard and then you bring him up. There's no production of that. Okay?
Is going to be here on tonight. The last message I got from them, which was just about 20 minutes ago.
See, right there, he finally said it right. The last message I got from them, okay? From them, not Afro Man. The last message I got from them, which is the representative for Afro Man.
And they said Afro Man is running late. He's going to pick up his kid from track practice. You can say this if you want. It's true.
So, do we really need to hear that? Is that something that we really need to hear? You know why Mike did that, right? Because he wants you to think that he talks to Afro Man all the time. And Afro Man's giving him some insight of his day and what he's got to do. That's what Mike is trying to do. And they said, well, you can use this if you want. If you want to talk big. And that's what Mike is. He wants to talk big. Like, oh, I talk to Afro Man all the time. He's at school. He's picking up his kid from track. Afro Man and I were just on the phone.
He thinks he'll be back by 8-ish, but he could be a little late. So we're waiting for Afro Man to show up tonight. We do expect him. I'm a little nervous about it, I got to say. How's everyone doing in the chat? How am I doing?
You're not doing well, Mike. You're not doing well. I'm a little nervous. It's Afro Man. Why are you nervous? He's just a guy. Up until this whole trial, he's kind of washed up, Mike. He's kind of washed up. But because of all this, stuff with Adams County in Ohio, kind of put him back on the map now. But why are you nervous? Just do the interview. That's all the people want, is for you to conduct the interview the most professional way and be informed.
Yeah, we need some. I need to make some lemon pound cake cannabis cake later tonight. It's funny. What I like super lemon haze. Super lemon haze. A kid named Eric got me on that one. Super lemon haze. I love anything with the citrus. There's different flavors of cannabis. I love the citrus. If you got a citrus cannabis, I'm in. They probably do have a lemon pound cake strain. I just haven't tried that one yet. We have music. We could play lemon pound cake. We could play that song. But every time we do, we get a copyright strike, which is fine. It just means the ad revenue goes to Afro Man.
Oh, boy. He doesn't like that either. He don't want to give up any kind of revenue. That's his biggest thing. He's got to make this money because he's losing people. He's losing subscribers. He's losing views. I mean, I don't know what the views are up on this little interview are today, but he struck out. I mean, there should have been thousands and thousands watching this, and Mike just struck out. Losing money, Mike just struck out, and it's sad because Mike is twirling right down the old toilet. He's just going around the bowl right now, and it's going further and further down, and it's right before our eyes. That's kind of sad. But the other part of it is that I kind of laugh about it because here's a guy that thinks that he's so big, better than Betterow. That's what he thinks. He's better than Betterow. He was the one that carried the show with Betterow. Mike, People were watching you because of Mark Betterow. The attorney was incredible, still is incredible. And where are you? Where are you, Mike, without Betterow? Nowhere. And now you got Afro Man and you blew it. You blew the interview.
Give it to Afro Man tonight. What do you think?
And the reason why you blow interviews is because of Mark Betterow. Mark Betterow was so good on your channel, so good, that you didn't need to ask him any question. You could ask him one question and he could go on for 2 hours without you. He bailed you out so much, Mike. And then you come across that you're better than Betterow? Come on. I wish I had an interview with Mark Betterow. I'd love to interview Mark Betterow. Mark Betterow should come on my little show, and I would show you how to interview that guy. All right?
Lot Talker says, get some bucks up for Mikey. He's working too. We got 5. Yeah.
Get some bucks up for Mikey. Yeah. Mikey needs to make some money so he can go buy some citrus pot. That's what Mikey needs to do. Can you believe this guy? This guy's something else. He really is. There he is looking at that chat. There he is. Got to look at that chat. He could be preparing right now for the big interview. He could be going over a couple of things, getting them ready. He could be showing a video from the courtroom. Nope. He's worried about the chat and what they're saying.
Young Jerks memberships gifted up from What the Doc. Thank you so much. See that this is, if we can earn this way, then I could play the music and we don't.
See that? If we could earn this way, then I wouldn't mind playing the music. No, you should be playing the courtroom stuff, Mike, to get you prepared for Afro Man coming on your show. Come on, Mike. Look at you. You're looking at the chat, worried about what they're saying about you so you can see, oh, you're awesome, Mike. You're awesome. Oh, thank you. I love it that you tell me I'm awesome. Come on, Mike.
Don't care. Thank you, Victorine. She sent $10 Canadian, said, you're awesome, Mike. Thank you so much. Let's just do it.
Okay, let's just do it.
You know, actually, I got a few clips. Let's play a few clips first because I have so many clips.
All right. Going to play.
Which one do I want to play first? I want to play this one.
All right.
This is one that we didn't see from the court. We streamed the whole thing from that news station.
Now, notice that he said he's going to play a clip. All right. This is how prepared he is. I'm going to play a clip.
Station. We were on this.
He was not on this, okay, people? He was not. He put it up on his channel and he walked away. And he missed it. He missed all the important information to where he could have conducted an interview with Afro Man. He missed it.
So into this from go. I was waiting for this trial. I didn't expect it to be televised.
I was so into this. He knew nothing. People, why can't you see that he's lying to you? He's lying. I don't know who's a bigger fraud now. When I watch this and then I watch the JFK show off, Randall, no wonder why those two get along, because they're both frauds, completely both frauds. And that's why they get along. They probably sit and lie to each other about back in the day.
Didn't expect it. It did happen. I was just like, wow, we're going to actually get to stream this. We were one of the first ones to start streaming it. Oh,
he was not one of the ones first. He wasn't. He did not. Oh, Mike. Money losing Mike. Every time he opens his mouth, he's losing a little bit more.
He's here. I see some movement in the green room. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh no. Afro Man just showed up backstage and now I gotta put him on the old screen and I'm so excited. Look at him. Oh my God. Oh boy, Mike is excited.
People. Oh shit.
Oh shit. Oh my God. Look at him. He's so excited. I wonder if he got this excited when his wife comes home, when his girlfriend comes home, or when he first met his girlfriend. I wonder if he was this excited. I wonder if it really was this excitement he's showing right now. This is horrible. A grown man that's going to interview a guy that was the biggest name of the day. This is how he acts.
Oh shit, get out your joints right now in the chat. Get all your weed, get all your weed awards, get everything out, everything. everything. We got the weed OG. All because I got high.
We got the weed OG. Funny you didn't say we got the weed OGA Froman.
Hey!
You smoke weed on this show, man?
Oh boy. Now here's Afro Man. You smoke weed on this show, man? Oh yeah, we smoke weed. I was smoking weed. Oh yeah, we smoke weed. But Mike never smokes weed. No. He can't smoke in the house, I don't think. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know. For some reason he doesn't smoke weed with Afro Man virtually. And he should have. He should have just lit one up right there and said, "You bet we do, Afro Man. Let's go here."
Go get me some weed, baby. Give me a joint. Is this a
That's the
weed-friendly
thing.
show?
When I first started streaming, I did smoke weed. Yeah,
Okay.
but I haven't lately. But tonight we are. I want you to smoke the weed on the show tonight. Like
Right on,
we
brother.
used to smoke weed and then we stopped.
What? You used to smoke weed and then you stopped. What is that? You just got done telling everybody that you smoke weed all the time. So now we used to smoke weed, but we stopped. And Afro Man, all right, buddy, okay.
Because we got over it. But tonight I want you.
We got over it. We got over the weed. We don't smoke the weed no more. We got over it. So translation, okay? Here's this translation of that. See, I hooked up with this girl, Afro Man, and she didn't want me smoking in the house. She didn't want me smoking around her. So I quit smoking weed. But I'm still all about cannabis. I'm out there fighting for everybody on the cannabis. But I just can't smoke it anymore because my girlfriend said stop. So there you go. That's the reason why Mike did not light up a joint.
To smoke the weed. I want to smoke some weed with Afro.
All right, then why don't you light it up, Mike? You want to smoke some weed with him, but you don't light it up. Light it up.
Man, because that nobody else in true crime is smoking weed with Afro Man.
Look at that. Nobody else in true crime is smoking weed with Afro Man. Well, you had the chance right there. Stop everything and light it up. Light it up. Afro Man was ready. Look at that. He's giving you a thumbs up, saying, all right, let's go. Thumbs up. And Mike's just looking at him going, oh my God, I got Afro Man on the show. I got Afro Man. Afro Man. Afro Man. He's so out of it right now. Unbelievable.
That's like, please smoke
You gotta
weed
fight.
tonight.
Please smoke weed tonight, Afro Man. I can't go on unless you smoke some weed with me. Come on, Afro Man. I'm not going to light up, but I want you to light up on my show right now so I can take the clips and I can show everybody that you were smoking weed on my show. Please, Afro Man.
Okay, brother. Right on.
You hear that? Okay, brother. Right on. Afro Man's going like this. Who set this up? That person needs to be fired. If it was my lawyer, he needs to start doing this because I'm not doing this anymore because this is ridiculous. Oh, it's not even close right now, Afro Man. Wait till you get into this. He knows nothing about what you went through. Nothing. He asked you some of the dumbest questions, and we're going to get to it. So here we go. Look at Mike, though. Look at him. Afro Man's like, well, okay there, buddy. All right, brother. Okay. Look at Mike. It's like, oh, look at that look, huh? It's crazy. Unbelievable. All right, Mike, let's go.
Oh my God, man. We've been hyped up watching your trial, and I just can't believe it's like my two worlds are colliding. Weed, music.
My two worlds are colliding. Weed and music. All right? My two worlds are colliding.
And true crime. And
Okay, so he said my two worlds are combining, okay? Weed and music. And then he goes true crime. That's three, Mike. That's three. He's still got the joint in his hand, making it look like he's going to smoke it.
police accountability. And it was just like, wow. And you killed it, man. You just absolutely. What do you have to say to everybody? Because
Here, what do you have to say to everybody, Afro Man? That question should have been his ending question, okay? But he has nothing to do. He has nothing. He doesn't know anything. What do you got to say to people, Afro Man? Well, I made Adams County Sheriff's Department look like idiots. Mike, you had so many things you could have started with. Like, why did they come to your house in the first place? Why did they say that you kidnapped somebody? Why did they say that you had so much pot that you were selling it or whatever? You had so many other questions you could have let off with. One being that kidnapping. Where did that come from? Why? Why did they think you kidnapped somebody? Why did they think you had a dungeon, a sex dungeon down in your basement when you didn't have a basement? You had so many things you could have said right off the bat. And what do you start with? What do you say to the people? Mike. Money losing Mike. Lost it right there. Started it out with a loser question.
I know you've been talking to everybody all day about this. What do you want to say?
Man, I want to thank everybody for their support. Can you still hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just happy about the love and the support I was getting when it really counted and when I really needed it. I'm happy. And just tremendous gratitude, brother. Tremendous gratitude and thankfulness. And I just want to thank everybody for their love and support. You know, I seen it. I didn't. I thought sometimes you feel like you're in the world by yourself. We're all the little guy.
Okay, Afro Man at that point when he said, "I just want to thank everybody," he knew he was feeling it. That if he didn't go on, there wasn't going to be another question at that point. So he knew. This man is seasoned. Afro Man knows what's going on. So he knew he could feel it. Like I gotta keep talking because this fool, look at him. Look at Mike. He knew just by looking at Mike that there was no professionalism, none. That he had no questions. And he wasn't going to conduct this interview. So Afro Man says, "All right, I got to take over." Oh, Mike, it's your show, buddy. It's your show. You had Afro Man, the hottest name in news and First Amendment. Stuff that you say that you stand up for. As long as it's not Turtle Boy, you want him in jail. But here, and look at you, you're falling on your face.
And I've been the little guy so many times, so I know I've had to be the little guy again, and the system just beat me up and chew me up and spit me out. But America stood by me this time. And yeah, freedom of speech prevailed. For the people, by the people prevailed. And this time it worked out for me, and I'm just so grateful and thankful. And I see hope, brother. I see hope.
I love it. You
Amen.
did the song, the Lemon Pound Cake, Yankee Doodle Dandy. I noticed. How did you come up with that? And you got the theme. You got this like American, all American red, white, and blue suit throughout this
Yeah.
whole thing. How did you come up with that?
Hey, Afro Man, you took the Yankee Doodle song, Afro Man, and you made a song out of it, and you changed the words, like rappers do. How'd you come up with that? And then how did you got the suit? You got everything, the flag suit. I mean, how'd you come up with that, Afro Man? Now, that's a non-creative person. Mike Crawford, zero creativity, okay? Zero. Asking another dumb question to a very creative person. Mike has no idea what creativity is. None. And that's why he asked a question like this.
I'm Afro Man. I'm a fly player. I love themes, you know what I'm saying? And I love America. I thought about how I'm American. I thought about how I'm a classic American, like a Coca-Cola. When everybody got mad about the new Coke, are you old enough to remember that?
Oh yes. Oh yeah. Oh
Okay,
yeah. I
yeah,
remember
man.
that. They had to bring it back.
Man, hey, man, I am an American classic, and you go through stuff, and there was a time when I considered, uh, going to Africa and checking it out. And I know I am of African descent, and all that stuff is fine and good. But I thought about it real hard, and I had to realize I'm an American. And you see sometimes people say, "Hey, go back to Africa." The same person wouldn't put a zoo lion in the wild, but they want me to go to something I'm unfamiliar with. You know what I'm saying? And that's when I realized I am truly an American. So I'm happy about my freedom of speech. When the police, I don't have any power. So when the police kicked down my door and did all they did and they left, naturally, as an American, I felt I had the freedom of speech. I didn't disrespect them to their, while they were standing there, all that, no wild, YouTube stuff. I just made up songs after they left about what I didn't like, and I did it as humorously and as entertaining as possible.
See what he said.
And I put it out.
Hey, I just made up songs. See, that's what creative people do, Mike. Creative people do that. And you had to make him answer that question. Well, I'm a rapper. I just made up songs. Just changed lyrics. Put it to Yankee Doodle. How'd you come up with that, Afro Man? How'd you come up with that suit?
To make up for the damages. So I'm kind of high, and I forgot the original question. I don't know if I'm drifting or not. Let me know if I'm drifting.
I think that answers it. I mean, the thing about
Now,
this
that was funny.
whole thing too, like you said, I love that you said you're an American.
Afro Man, I'm kind of high. I don't really remember the question. And Mike was like, yeah, I don't remember it either. So you answered it. Yeah, okay.
This jury, I hear, was all white. Were they all white people?
I think there was one lady wasn't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But she was.
There's Mike. I heard the jury was all white. There's so many other questions you could have asked other than that one. So many other ones. But right away, you go to that. You want Afro Man to talk about race.
But you have seen, like, she wasn't white, but she was, she was white. You know what I'm saying? She was, yeah, she was, she was a.
I mean, that's the thing. This sold. What you did is amazing, because I feel like there's a lot of division in the world right now, obviously, and I saw people on all sides, and
there's a lot of division in the world. That's what Mike says. And who's leading the division with the Karen Reed and everything? Oh, Mike. So Mike knows a little bit about division, but he's always on the wrong side of that division. Always, because he starts stuff and then he has to say he's sorry. But he wants to get into this now with Afro Man. Mike, settle down. Conduct this. Take your show back. Mike, you just don't know how to take it back. You're so awkward. Everything is awkward with you. I don't know if you're just awkward or you try too hard. Maybe you try too hard. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know.
that's what kind of where I play in. I have liberals on here. I have Republicans. We talk about issues here. I have cops.
Yeah.
I'm a weed guy, and I have cops on the show. So like, you're like, I feel the same way. Like, you played it so well. It was like, this was the best political campaign I've ever seen. Like, honestly, you fucking crushed it. So what do you want to say about that too? Like, they should be hiring you for the next presidential campaign. Like, that's how good.
No, see, if he'd have known that Afro Man wants to run for president, it's all out there, Mike. No, you say, well, they should hire you for the next presidential campaign. Mike, he wants to run for president.
Good this was. I swear to God, it was just, for me watching it, I loved it.
You know what? I'm an American, and I believe that I can unify Americans. I've come to this conclusion. There are two types of people in this world: good and bad. And I come to another conclusion. Good has no color. Bad has no color. I know another conclusion. There's good and bad in every race and in every group. Therefore, all the good people need to come together for the good. Setting examples, encourage bad people to redeem themselves and come on over to the good side and fight the good fight of faith. And then all the bad elements that won't change, the good people can fight the good fight and make everything right. We got a lot. We got more in common than we have,
He's making a really good statement there. And look at Mike. He doesn't even, it's not registering. Again, he could have went off this and had so many other questions. And look at him. He's lost. He's completely lost. He's looking at the chat. He's wondering what the chat's saying. What he needs to be doing is just listening to Afroman, what Afroman's saying, and take it to the next question. But he can't. He isn't prepared at all. He doesn't know enough about Afroman. The only thing he knows about Afroman, the only thing he knows is that Afroman had a song back in the early 2000s that said, "Because I Got High." That's the only reason why he knows Afroman. And to conduct an interview with Afroman now, you have to know so many other things. But Mike doesn't know it. And look at him. He's lost. He's looking at the chat going, well, what's the chat saying about me? Are they saying that I'm losing money? I'm Mike losing money. Look at, are they ripping on me? Yeah, they are. They should be anyway. I mean, come on. You're sending him money. Stop it.
And I love, I love people from every little section and clique. You know what I'm saying? Even my American worst case scenario brothers that don't like me. I got this joke. I say, where can black people and Confederate Americans get along? I said, Waffle House and Cracker Barrel. Because we're American, we have a lot in common. We're not as different as we think we are. And I think I can bring people together. Freedom of speech. It was a beautiful thing. I felt something good. Yeah, man, I'm feeling hopeful. I see a glimmer of hope this evening.
Dude, what comes next for you? Like, do you have a new music, new songs, new album? People are asking.
What comes next for you? Do you have new music? Mike, you've heard his music. He's been making this stuff because of Adams County Sheriff's Department. What's happening to him? What do you think, Mike? Of course. But it's a question that you should have waited on to say, hey, Afroman, before we get out of here, tell us about some new music. Tell us what's going on. Do you have anything that you're going to drop this week? Anything more? You're going to talk about the judge. You're going to talk about anything else about the lawsuit. You had it, Mike. You just had it on a platter and you blew it. It's sad, but it's funny because you set yourself up for this. You set yourself up as being the know-all of everything. And you're changing your channel and you're going to do this. And boy, oh boy, you listen to old Mike. Mike, you're another failure. All right. You lost the job in the financial world because you smoked pot. Everything that you failed at is because you smoked pot, the way it sounded like. So you actually probably were the reason why Afroman wrote that song back in the early 2000s, because somehow he knew a guy like you. I mean, come on, Mike. It's funny because we laugh at it now because you don't know how to conduct yourself, but you let everybody know that you're the best. But right now you're showing your failures. You're a failure. And I hate to laugh at you. People, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, all right? I really need you to do that. I know that I pick on Mike, I pick on JFK, but until they learn to be creative and really do some great stuff with their channels, I'm going to do this because I'm not creative enough to do my own thing. So I rather do it about Mike Crawford and JFK and all the other ones. I mean, I calmed down with LTL Media, Brian, because Brian's actually, I like kind of the stuff that Brian's doing. Now, Brian still thinks that he's bigger than life. He still thinks, his ego is large, but at least he's doing his thing. Where Crawford is just, that's all he does is cry. Cries about everybody. But he had so many things he could have went into here. with Afro Man. He could have said, hey, in Massachusetts, we got a guy right here that's fighting for the First Amendment. He could have went into this with Afro Man, and he could have really striked up a deal, I think, with Afro Man to get with Turtle Boy. And Mike could have been the one to put them together. But Mike's not going to do that because then that takes away from Mike. But he had a chance to go into all of that and get Afro Man to say, hey, this is what, we got to talk about this. Mike blew it. Just blew it.
Yeah,
and he blew it because of his hatred for Turtle Boy. And it's sad because he had a chance.
I got a new album. It's called Freedom of Speech. I was gonna try to bid it out, but I think I'm gonna just keep it and I'm gonna just put it up and I'm gonna just sell it and push it. It's called Freedom of Speech, and I'm gonna put that out.
And here's my little plug for Afro Man. All right, Freedom of Speech is his new album. He's gonna handle it himself. Please support this guy. All right. Afro Man needs the support for what he's went through with the Adams County Sheriff's Department. Seriously, go out and support Afro Man. Don't support Mike Crawford. Don't do it. Look at Mike. He is so lost. And he hasn't even smoked his joint yet, and he's lost.
I got music. I'm just finna have fun. I'm finna, I wrote these songs. They're doing good. All these songs about these cops are doing good. I'm gonna go out and see if people want to hear them, have fun singing them. I got more to sing now than just because I got high and crazy rap.
I love it. Because I got high, I'm doing
Mike, you didn't get high. But here's another thing. Mike, when he asked him, how'd you come up with this stuff? What he should have asked him and said, Afro Man, I heard you're a multi-instrumentalist. Talk a little bit about your background. I heard you played drums. I heard you play synths. I heard you play guitar. This guy can actually play instruments. Mike should have touched on that. He should have touched on that whole background. Growing up, L.A. Talk about the music, Mike. That's what you're about, right? Music, pot, and true crime. Talk about that. There he is looking at that chat again. Somebody needs to just put a blinder on that chat so he can't watch it.
The show. That's how I started on the weed shit. It's so funny. And I love that you have that song Because I Got High. And they had to correct them in court because they didn't get it right. But
nerds, dude. Squares.
Nerds. Yeah. Are you coming to Boston?
Yeah, and you're looking at the biggest nerd right there, Afro Man. That's why you just brought it up. Because he knows that he's got a nerd right here interviewing him. And look at Mike. Now, are you coming to Boston? Gonna book you for the cannabis show. Want to come? Want to come to Boston?
Is that yeah? Nerds. We're Massachusetts based. We got a lot of Boston people. Are you coming to Boston?
Yeah, I just left there. I was there with Elevators.
Yes.
You've heard of that group? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Good stuff, brother.
Look at your Elevator. You ever heard? Yeah. Yep. I have. I heard them. Yep.
Had a good time, man. There with the Elevators, and yeah, I'll come back. You know what I'm saying? It's funny. I'm from LA, and don't tell nobody in Boston, but I grew up hating Boston.
You hated us. What? Because of the Lakers? I hate
the Celtics.
The Lakers, yeah. Larry Bird.
Hey, and I go home to LA. I can barely get 200-300 people in LA, and I go to Boston. They gotta hire the riot squad to stop all those people. It's like that. It's messed up, but it's beautiful, So I hate to admit, put sports aside, and I love Boston, brother.
See, that's what another question right there is. Why do you feel that, Afro Man? Why do you feel like you can only get 200-300 people in Los Angeles, but in Boston and other areas you can pack it full? There's so many things you could have asked him right there, but nope. Not Mike. Not prepared. Not listening to the interview. Not listening to what Afro Man's saying.
I love to perform there. Good people.
We love. I can't wait to have you come back. It's gonna be even.
Look at Mike, stuttering Mike. He's stuttering. He's so intimidated, awkward Mike. I'm sorry. And I know people are going to sit there and say, Jeff, why do you pick on this guy? he builds himself up to be the biggest and best. And right here, he's falling flat on his face. Falling flat on his face.
Bigger this time. I think people are really, they got caught up in this. It was just a couple days of this. If this trial had gone home, is there going to be people are asking movies, Netflix, documentaries? You think anything like that? Or are you going to run for president or anything? Like, it seems like
Man,
people want more of this story.
everybody's talking about everything. Everybody is talking about everything. Hey, I hate to quote Donald Trump, but we'll see what happens. Hey, brother. All right.
We love it. Oh, it's amazing. So happy for you.
You see that? Oh, amazing, Afro Man. Amazing, Afro Man. You're amazing.
It's just because I was worried. I mean, and then when what about the judge too? Because the judge didn't. Usually, when we watch these trials, they'll read out every charge, and he didn't. He was just like, he seemed like he didn't. He wanted to get out of there as quick as possible. Like he was upset by the results. Do you feel that way? Like,
yeah, he had to run before his emotions outburst. You know what I'm saying? I told myself, if he starts smiling and looking happy, that means I got to pay some money. I said, if he starts looking angry, I'm like, something's good for me. And he didn't look, and he was controlling his facial expression, but he looked confused. It was like this funny little confused look. I was trying to read that dude. Man, my anxiety and curiosity was killing me, man. I had $4 million anxiety and I had $4 million worth of curiosity and anxiety. Like what I'm reading that dude like a poker champ. And he just
unbelievable.
He was looking at the papers like he was smelling a fart while he was reading them, you know.
Look at Mike. Look at Mike. The only thing he could say there was unbelievable. That's all he could say. Not prepared. And then he's got people, he goes on the Spaces on X, and they're going, Mike, you did such a good job. These people that are against Karen Reed and against Turtle Boy, they are so foolish. So foolish.
He did. I clipped that. Like I have all these clips. That's one of the clips we're gonna play after we wrap it up with you because it was fucking funny. It was like, what the fuck?
Oh my!
Oh man, I'm so happy for you. It's
just
thank you, brother.
Must have been a lot of stress. Like, were you stressed throughout? Because I just got sued. I've been doing activism.
Oh, look at right away. He went right to him now. See, right away he brought old Mike into this. Mike, he was being sued for $4 million plus. You don't think there was some stress into that? Mike, people aren't going to sue you for $4 million because you don't have it. But they were going to sue Afro Man for $4 million. They wanted to stop him from doing his music. You don't think there was stress, Mike? You don't think there was some kind of stress? Please, like, share, subscribe. All right, Mad Stork 83. Come aboard, because this is what we do. We just go around and we pick on people. And what I'm trying to do is just make people be better. You know, take their time on YouTube and be creative and offer all of you something. And until they do that, I'm just going to keep picking on them. And if you, instead of sending Mike some money, send, I got my Cash App here. I got my Venmo. So all you got to do is the $ Big City Stone for the Cash App. Venmo is at JStone421. Send me some money. I'll put it to good use. I will. I'll definitely put it to good use. So come on. And if anybody's got the information for Afro Man, I'd love to interview Afro Man. I'd love to interview this guy. Because I got questions that Mike should have asked. Unbelievable.
Journalism, all that shit for a long time. I finally got sued, and I won my case.
I finally got sued. That's what he said. I finally got sued, just like you, Afro Man. I won my case. Mike, how much did they sue you for? Are you going to tell Afro Man how you got on the old YouTube and said, please send me money? I got to get a lawyer because I'm getting sued. They're coming after me. They put Turtle Boy in jail. Now they're after me. They're coming. They're coming after me. I need a good lawyer.
But it cost me a lot of money and it was stressful. I didn't do.
It cost me a lot of money. It's stressful. Mike, you're interviewing Afro Man. Talk about Afro Man. Don't talk about you. Talk about Afro Man, the hottest subject of the day when you did this. And what are you talking about? You're talking about you.
What you did. I didn't go crazy on it. I kind of just kept it like low, I did what
I didn't go crazy on it. I kept it low. I kept it low. Mike, because you're not creative enough to do what he did. That's why you kept it low. Because you didn't know what to do. You were scared. Afro Man wasn't afraid. Did you notice that? He wasn't afraid. No. He went after him. They did him wrong, and I'm going after them to prove that I'm right. And that's what Afro Man did. What did you do? You kept it low key. You didn't want nobody to know that you were being sued. Talk about Afro Man. Mike, come on now.
my lawyer told me, but like next time I
Dude,
think I might go
had
Afro Man on him.
Dude. Yeah.
I might
my
go Afro
lawyer-
Man on him.
Yeah. Dude, yeah, I didn't do everything, my lawyer. My lawyer didn't want me to upload that music before the trial, but that's where I disobeyed him. I'm like, nah, man. I said, if I got to pay some money, I'm going to get something out of this, dude. I was uploading everything I could. I was uploading songs all weekend like that wasn't even out. And then they played the new one I uploaded. They played Lick 'em Low Lisa, and I had just made that video. It was like 13 minutes long. It included it included my favorite sound bites from her deposition.
It's amazing because
And we ran them all together. We ran them all, like I take a sound bite of what I like. And then, once the joke was over, I cut the film.
Oh, no, please, Mike. Please tell me you're not going to ask him. How'd you come up with that? How'd you come up with that Afro Man? Afro Man. OGA, Fro Man. How did you come up with that?
I get another little sound bite of what I like. And we choo-choo train them all together. So at first I did the video first. And then I got like a choo-choo train of my favorite sound bites out of her deposition.
Mike should have went, woo, woo. That's what he should have did right there. When he said choo-choo train, he should have went, woo, woo.
And oh my God, man. They sit there and watch that court, watch that whole 13-minute video. It was so funny. She had to watch herself crying, talking about how, eating pussy. And she was saying, oh my goodness, man. And then, like, the funny part was, it wasn't just the courtroom. They was live streaming out of the courtroom around the world. That I didn't know that.
Yeah, we were streaming that. Like everybody.
Yeah, Mike was streaming that. Mike was nowhere around when he was streaming it, but he streamed it. But Mike's taking credit for streaming it around the world. Yep. Everybody was watching Mike Crawford. I hope everybody's watching Mike Crawford right now with this. Please like, share, and subscribe. It's real easy. Like, share, and subscribe. Please do that. And I'll continue to bring you this this crap. This is just so bad. Afro Man's great. I want you to know right now, he's great. He's trying his best to carry this show. He's trying to use it so he can get who's ever listening to this. He's taking that. It's like a performer when they start, they only get like 50, sometimes 100, sometimes 200 people, but they still go out there and they perform. So he doesn't care who's watching this, all right, and how many. He's trying to reach everybody. So he's going to take a small audience, and he's going to hope that a small audience turns into like one person like me sharing it to another audience. Even if it's not big. It's that you're addressing the people that are listening, that want to listen. And Mike has a chance to blow this thing up. This could have been viral for Mike if he'd have just been better. Better. He could have been a better Mike, but he couldn't. He had to stay with his losing ways. And you notice he still hasn't smoked his joint. He rolled a couple up, but he still hasn't smoked a joint yet. Interesting.
was streaming that. You like that was the biggest promotion for you. Like it was like, and we're all getting copyright strikes, and you're getting the money for it as we're streaming. I'm like, this is a great marketing plan. I hope you're getting paid on all that from YouTube. Like it's just, it's amazing. It's amazing, and it's like a court thing. It's like fucking funny as hell.
Yes, brother. Yes, man. It's.
Look at Mike. He doesn't know what to say. So he sits back. Oh, this is funny as hell. Look at him. The only thing he knows about Afroman, the only thing he knows about Afroman is because I got high. That's the only thing he knows. That's it. He knows nothing else. And it's showing through this whole interview. It's just, it's comical. It's so comical, it's sad that a guy gets the biggest interview of the day right after court, after he wins the First Amendment, and Mike fails. There's so many things that you could have asked him, Mike, and you didn't. You failed, buddy. Completely failed. So I appreciate everybody checking this out, and hopefully we'll be back again here in the next few days, maybe even yet today. I don't know. We got to go over some JFK stuff, probably. I'm sure he added another show that I missed. So we'll talk about JFK. And we'll keep a track on old Mike, what he's doing, see what other failures he has. Mike, come on. Just be prepared every time. That's all you got to do is do a little bit of work, Mike. Prepared. That's the word. Be prepared. If you could just get with the people that you need to get with and actually come up with the reason why you're doing an interview. If you could just do that. But you acted, I'm not kidding, you acted like a little schoolboy. Mike, come on, buddy. Again, I appreciate everybody checking us out. Please like, share, and subscribe. Tell everybody you know, and we'll keep the fun going. Now, I'm not doing this out of hatred, okay? I don't mind Mike. You know, I don't like the way he's failing. And I'm hoping that I can get him to be better. It's like JFK. Just be better. Quit blaming Turtle Boy and the glare and all of that. Just be better. Worry about your own shows. Be prepared on what you're doing, Mike. Don't worry about anybody else. And I'll still be laughing about you and Afroman. The best thing of the night, though, OGA Froman. That's what he said. OGA Froman. Mike, it's OG Afroman. Have a good rest of your day, everybody. Again, my name is Jeff, MadStork83 on X and YouTube. Like, subscribe, and share. And yes, if you're going to send Mike and JFK some money, there's my app, my Cash App, Big City Stone, Venmo, JStone421. Send me some money. The Young Turks and no money making Mike Crawford.